Hello everybody, it's Ben with the DIY Homefront, and you're looking at the trees blowing around in Hurricane Idalia. And that's what this video is, just some footage of the trees at our house. Well, the wind has been picking up all day long, and it's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the storm is as close as it's going to get to us. I sort of feel bad. The neighbor's dog was in the backyard looking for Rascal and Friday before some strong gusts came up, and it decided, well, maybe I'll go home to my house for this one. And we were lucky because there wasn't a whole lot of rain with this storm, at least not like predicted. So we didn't have to worry about the yard being saturated with water, and you could actually see the wind blowing around the trees for a change. A lot of times in storms like this, when you look outside, all you see is the rain being blown up against the windows. I've got everything sped up about 8 times faster than it normally would be, so that way you get a true sense of how much the trees are swaying and moving around. And there's about 1 minute of the trees moving around before I show you what things look like after the storm had passed through. If I remember right, we were predicted to have gusts up to 65 miles per hour where we were. And I have no idea if we had any gusts that strong, but I was amazed at how much these trees move around. We probably had about 8 big limbs in the yard, but most of it was just little small sticks and branches just everywhere. We probably spent a half a day preparing for this storm, where we took everything we thought that might get blown around and securing it. And if you're curious, that's a table that's been turned upside down and 2 benches that are on their sides latched together out in the yard. I've got another video coming up where I'm cleaning up the yard and using my subcompact tractor to help burn the tree and all the limbs. It's amazing how handy that little tractor can be sometimes, especially when it comes to moving around the logs left over from the tree. Actually, we've been pretty lucky so far this hurricane season. None of the hurricane's direct path has come over our property, so we've just been getting the edges of these storms. Well, let's see what everything looked like after the storm passed by. Well, I guess we'll be living with the sound of generators running for another day because the power is still out. And I imagine it'll be a day or two before it comes back on. But we will start the cleanup process. And you can see there are plenty of sticks everywhere. I still think we got really lucky. We didn't have 6 or 7 inches of rain with it, which we possibly could have had. The front yard's not too bad, with the exception of the big tree we cut down. And this tree had been struck by lightning a few years ago, and part of it was rotten, and we were afraid the wind was going to just blow this onto the house, so we had a company come out and cut it down the evening before the storm hit. And there you can see how much of the tree was rotted out, and then you can also see where the bark got blown off the tree. The lightning hit the top and just sort of came down one side, and over the years that one spot sort of deteriorated. I wish our generator was a little bit quieter, but it does a good job of providing the electricity we need. It keeps the refrigerator, a freezer, and then an interior space cool until the power company comes back out and restores our power. It's nothing crazy, just little sticks everywhere. Well, like I said, at least we didn't get 6 inches of rain, and we can get the lawnmower and the cart and drive around the yard and pick all this stuff up. If we had got that much rain, we'd have to let the yard dry out for a couple of days before we could do anything. And there are quite a few big limbs, but nothing fell in the greenhouse. Well, that's about it for the storm damage. Well, it's been another couple of days, and behind me is the only area I still have to clean up. Well, until next time, like, subscribe, check out my playlist, and I'm going to see you in another video.